Hi, everybody. This is day two of the Mental Health Awareness Program being conducted by Sabhyata Foundation Trust. And today we are talking about, in this webinar, about toxicity and toxic relationships. And like always, I would start the session by saying that everything you learn should first be used to introspect and later to change others. When we talk about scientific meaning of toxicity, then it is defined as the degree to which a toxin or a poisonous substance can destroy a body or a thing. Likewise, in cognitive and behavioral learning, toxicity is the degree to which the negative thought process and approach of a person can destroy himself or herself, or those around him or her. There are some basic signs, with the help of which you can actually identify a toxic person. First thing is, for a toxic person, nothing you do would be good enough. So they will always point out some flaw, in whatever you do, and they criticize and point out, even those things that can be avoided or that are unimportant or that may not even exist at times. They drag up your past. Now, somebody who talks about your past a lot and tries to make you feel, bad about it is a toxic person. Then those who act like they are perfect or they know everything or they can never go wrong are toxic. Then toxic people also make you feel ashamed of who you are. So they would demean you, they would body shame you, or they might do different kinds of shaming, or they might bully you, or they might point out things that are, again, as I've said before, are unimportant and can be avoided. And a lot of times they even pinpoint the smallest of flaws in the times when you are at the peak of your success. So they are toxic people, and they are meant to make you feel bad about yourself. And they do not respect no. A toxic person would always easily get offended by a no. So this is also something people should look within for. If you think you get easily offended by no, then maybe there is a sign of toxicity and you need to work on it. So don't get offended by no. In fact, it is always important that you understand the perspective of the other person and the story and the side of the other person. And because every no has a reason behind it, and you must try to understand that reason. So these people, they don't understand the perspective of the other person. Then they like to see you suffer. So narcissism, of course, exists in toxic people. So they like to see you suffer. And as we had discussed in the previous video also, that it is always about them. Everything they do is about them. Now we have divided the types of toxic people under six heads, right? One, the energy drainers. The energy drainers are the people who will always surround you with panic situations. They would put you down, and they would raise their voice on smallest of things. They would talk negative about others. They would poison people with about each other. They will always talk about past of others, and always pointing out flaws in others, without considering their positive aspects. And one thing that is, that an energy trainer is very commonly seen having is that they are a combination of curiosity and eagerness. They are curious about lives of others, and they're eager to talk about their own lives. And what they talk about their own lives is also manipulative at times. It's manipulated because they are manipulators too. Such people, when you are around them, even if they are not talking or interacting, you would feel drained because it is their energy is so negative. So they are the energy drainers. Second kind of toxic people are fake complimenters. Now here I'm not talking about flatterers. No, I'm talking about fake complimenters who actually in reality are never happy about anyone's success. They're never happy about your success, they're never happy about what you experience in life, but just because of the demand of the situation, they would compliment you. Now compliments, or or expression of what people feel about you, has three types. One is the people who genuinely appreciate what they feel for you. So they feel, who give you compliments based on what they appreciate in you. So they appreciate your art or talent or whatever they appreciate, so they would compliment you about it. Second type of people is people who don't express only at all. Whether they feel good or bad about it, they will not express in the first place only. Now, third type is the fake complimenters. Now, these people are the ones who would compliment you for whatever reasons, but they don't genuinely feel about it. Such people are toxic, and how to identify such people? They would always put you in awkward situations. So whenever the time would come for them to actually justify what they appreciate or to support you, they would take a back step. So this is how you identify fake complimenters. Third type is the pessimist. As we know, they say that an optimist invented the airplane and a pessimist invented the parachute. So yes, a pessimist is somebody who thinks negative. However, my personal opinion, unlike everything that is written about pessimism, my personal opinion is that if you really want to be successful in life, always keep a well-wishing pessimist around you. A pessimist who is a well wisher will always criticize you about things that you would have overlooked in the process. So, I personally am very, particular about it, that all those well wishers who are pessimists, I always go to them and, ask them to criticize my work or be critical about it or tell me or analyze my work. So this way I am able to even pay attention to details that I overlook or miss in the process of creating new things, or in the process of, carrying out my sessions, or in the process of healing others. Then pessimism also has, in my opinion, two types. One is permanent and one is temporary. Permanent kind of pessimism is that is always existing. These people can't even look at positive things, and they would create a problem for every solution. And second type is temporary, which arises when people are in awkward situations, and because of that, their mind, loses balance or positivity, and they start thinking negatively. So that is a temporary pessimism, and that can happen to anyone. So we should not judge and confuse temporary pessimism as a pessimistic trait. So that is something we need to remember. Fourth type is the criticizer. Now, when I say criticizer, I'm not talking about a critic. A critic is somebody who sees the positive and the negative, and looks at both the sides of a particular situation or a thing. But a criticizer is someone who is chronicle, in criticizing. Somebody who has a genuine, who has a general behavior of criticizing others. Now, such a person again is a pessimist, and a combination of all the traits that we have, just learnt about. Such a person will always criticize uh, even the best of things. So even in places where appreciation is demanded, needed, or deserved, they would give you a criticism. So a criticizer is also a toxic person who would, somehow I feel that the people who are criticizers are also trigger points for those who develop narcissism. So criticizer is somebody who's always, criticizing you. Next is the manipulator, somebody who manipulates everything or anything and everything. People who are image conscious, or people who are too much into, being on safe sides, or who can't take being in negative shades, or who don't want to take risks in life. Such people manipulate a lot, and they lie a lot, because they have a fear and insecurity of being left out, or so it comes from a sense of identity crisis. That is where manipulation starts, and manipulation includes lying also. A manipulator can go to any extreme, and that extreme can be destructive at times for people around them. So next is the manipulator, and this is also a toxic trait, one of the personality traits of toxic people. Then you have the victim mindset. Now, victim mindset, a person with a victim mindset is always, mourning. That person would always have a grief to share with you. They are rigid people, and you can never tell them the fact that everything you do in life is about your own mindset or your own choices. So, the victim mindset, um I think, in my opinion, in my entire span of being a cognitive trainer or healer or therapist, the most difficult, people that I dealt with were the ones who had victim mindsets. A person with a victim mindset would never agree to the fact that there are things that could change within for things to change outside. A victim mindset person would always be, you know, be in that trap of blame games. And if you understand it, then so many people across the world, like astrologers, politicians, even business houses, all they are taking advantage of to gather masses is victim mindset. I know this is a very extreme statement to make, but I am sure people who understand what I am saying will agree to what I have just said. So victim mindset is a problem, and that really needs to heal, and people need to start realizing that we alone, along with our thought processes, are responsible for everything that's happening outside. So it is all about our actions and reactions and the choices that we make in life. Um, Now, coming to toxic relationships, toxic relationships are abusive. Physically, mentally, emotionally, or sexually, they can be abusive. Then they are, they always put you down. They make you feel inferior, and you always feel mocked in presence of people. Or in toxic relationships. Now, toxic relationships can be with anyone, with a family member, with a parent, with a sibling, with a spouse, with a partner, a friend, a colleague, a boss, or maybe just a random person you are passing by every day. So, you can encounter toxic relationships anywhere and everywhere. Um, the people who are in toxic relationships, they encounter criticism a lot, and they feel blamed for everything. And because the other person, the toxic person, will never take responsibility of their actions. And even if a toxic person apologizes, they would do it without any change in their behavior. So, and they deny the problems. That's a big problem. That's a major issue, that toxic people, they deny the existence of problems in the first place. You tell them this is the problem, and they would be like, no, no, you are just overthinking. So they would again put it back on you, instead of realizing that there is actually a problem that needs to be dealt with. Then uh, then you hear things like you're crazy from them. And a toxic person would often be found dishonest, and they have a very controlling nature. So a toxic person would try to control you, with power or with force. So that is a trait of uh, a toxic person. So, control issues, communication difficulties, feeling on the edge, and seeing yourself giving a reason, all the time. And then you're always in the wrong. Are the things that you deal with when you are in a toxic relationship. Then we have a set of solutions. If you also want solutions, you can, again, as I always say, you can contact me for, through different social media platforms, and I'll hand over the solutions also to you. This video caters to the need for awareness to understand toxicity and toxic relationships. I hope it helped you, and let me know if there is something that I can change about it or add on to it. Thank you so much for listening. I am Gitika from Sabdata